Hello, everybody,
Hello.
and welcome to another Stay Hot film review. This time we have quite a controversial prospect, Terrion Arnold. Terrion. I don't know exactly how you pronounce the first name. Terrion.
I would assume
I think
it's
that's
Terrion.
right.
And we are going to watch his game versus LSU and Jaden Daniels, a game that we have watched before, but not for him.
And
Yes.
Neighbors and Brian Thompson Jr. A lot of talent on the field.
A lot of talent on the field. Dallas Turner, we watched this exact game for. And let's just get right into it with Terrion Arnold. He has a high bar to clear with what we saw from Cooper DeJean last week. And to begin with, he is lined up at outside corner. Beautiful job.
Perfect player.
Can't have done it any better.
I'm Daniels. I'm throwing that anyway, man.
Oh, he's cooked. Yes, the old Daniels extends the play. He does get behind him a little bit there.
Yeah, but I think Arnold's reading Daniels, and it's pretty clear that he's not actually gonna. He doesn't quite get past the line of scrimmage before whoever it is. I can't see their number turns upfield, but it would have been it would have been one heck of a decision for Daniels, who was about a yard away from the line of scrimmage, sprinting to the side to throw that. So I don't actually.
Honestly, he was just looking for an excuse to not chase Daniels. He's like, I got the receiver.
Yeah, he's scared of tackling.
Ugh, it's so frustrating from Daniels. He sneaks through the slightest.
He really is. Heck of a runner.
He's a better athlete than some in the class.
Than some.
There's a run.
Man, I was just focused on the release. I thought this was a real run play. Look at this hop on one.
Who hit that?
It's is that
Lacey?
Thomas Jr.? I'm sorry.
No, that's Lacey.
No? Nah, bro, that's crazy. Bro hit
Cook
the
him.
hopscotch on him. Like, what are you?
The 1-2 skip to my Lou. Bang.
Rumor in the chat, Theo is Daniel Jeremiah.
He did it again. Look,
No
look, he
shot.
did it again.
It's not.
That is.
It's not quite the same.
No, but it's very.
This is
pretty.
weird.
It's pretty similar, man. Where he wants to stay with one leg up and sort of like hezzies with a leg in the air. It's not quite as bad as last time, but it's kind of the same thing, man.
Bro wants to Euro step so bad.
I don't know if I love that release.
What is this like?
These are the receivers we're
Mario.
choosing to watch Arnold against. No, I'm sorry. I know. I know a fraud when I see it.
He does settle down at the sticks. There's maybe one little false step in there. One maybe right at like. Oh, it's pretty good. There's that one little extra right. That would be redirecting in one piece, and then that is taking one extra step. But that's pretty tiny.
Said he wanted to play basketball until Saban recruited him. Well, safe to say Saban was probably right. If he's going to be a first-round pick in the NFL, I mean, who knows how good of a basketball player he could have been, but
Yeah.
comeback. Another
I think
kind
you
of
see kind of yeah
strange release that I don't like. I mean, you're making it pretty easy for him. Like, what is he supposed to bite on here? But whatever.
Bama basketball coach wanted him to be dual sport. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Who knows? Maybe it would have been nice.
Not bad redirect here at the top. I do like the springiness on that little closing step. I feel like it's pretty good, but he's not targeted. And this receiver needs to cool it with the Mickey Mouse releases, the hezzy tween. You are not an ethical bucket,
I assume
bro.
you mean that literally when you say Mickey Mouse releases.
An ethical bucket.
He's trying to get an ethical bucket. He is springy when he's changing direction there.
Yeah.
But again, hasn't really been tested on anything but comebacks.
No, but I see what you're saying. I'm glad your comment saying that they like the swim shorts.
Yes, I saw that too.
Oh, the big neighbors touchdown.
Wasn't on your guy.
No.
He had the whip route.
He did have the whip route with inside help, so he played it pretty perfectly. Matching the footwork right, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's about as good as you can play the whip, so. I don't know what 13 is doing.
Oh.
Taking some.
He's just having fun.
Taking a lot of steps to not go very far.
Yeah, he's not really smooth right now. Just open your hips early, man. Like, what are you trying to do here? He's flying at you, and he's still like, oh, I'm going to backpedal. Like, bro, get your hips around, please.
So
we don't need to
real.
be. Heyo.
Incomplete.
Lacey. Let's see the release.
Bro, just
It
run.
did not need to be that long.
I'm begging this
just
dude
go.
just to like take a step up field.
Go.
How many steps before he goes like 2 yards?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
Arnold is never feeling very threatened vertically, and then
No.
I mean,
Nice
they've
job of
also Lacey's also only run that same route on him.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
4
he's pretty
times.
ready for it.
Yeah.
Sigh.
Just that little cover 3 that doesn't go his way at all. Mr. doesn't take hits. JJ McCarthy taking a hit. He said he realized his
He sat his ass down
he
and
sat
listened.
his ass down eventually. He's like, I'm not getting suplexed by Dallas Turner.
He saw who had him wrapped up and he said, "My bad, bro."
He realized too late. He's like, wait a minute. I can just sit down. The old bro. These releases are so fucking funny. Is this Robinson though? That doesn't look like number 2. Hit him with the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 step. It kind of works. I mean, it's a run.
I guess.
It's a
man.
throwable ball.
If you subscribe to the if he's even, he's leaving. I don't know
I
if you
do.
should. I don't think you should subscribe to that versus every corner, but
Depends on who your receiver is.
yeah, it sometimes if he's even, he's leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me personally, if I'm even,
I'm seeing some
leaving.
green between these two players. No, I am.
He definitely gets into his half turn looking inside, and then.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's flipping and running. I bet if you, I mean, it's a run anyway. I don't think that's like bad change of direction. It's not like he's getting torched.
He's just slow.
No.
Plus, it is not even a passing play.
Okay.
This was a strange Jaden throw.
A lot going on this play.
There's a little bit going on.
Yeah, just don't
I
know
remember
about that throw.
we watched this play before, and we
Mhm.
were like, "Why didn't he throw the crosser?"
So he's playing off, pretty patient, and then when it's time to go, he goes.
Yeah.
Granted, I think this is a really weak route. I mean,
Is he trying to?
I'm not falling
not-
for that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Matt. I don't know.
I'm not
the hell
actually
he's
trying to
doing.
be a hater. I don't really care about. I have some Arnold agenda. It doesn't matter to me really. But damn, man.
I mean, is he like not expecting it to be?
I think it's very funny. You look at the top two offenses in college football, LSU and USC, and it's just very weird stuff going on all the time, every play. We got dudes
Right.
doing hopscotch releases. We've got guys taking Looney Tunes hit. We've got nonsense routes and Caleb Williams shenanigans and bizarro run plays. And
Sometimes
Yeah, man.
you're the best because you're good enough that you can just
because you're the
fuck around.
silliest, you know.
All right, he's at the top of the screen now. This is I remember watching this one from Neighbors. He changes directions pretty damn good there. Really tight through the break, and then Arnold has to
Yeah.
match it.
That's a really good route.
Really tight. And then Arnold is basically playing man against him. Gets in that half turn, and he looks pretty smooth turning his hips, but man, that one's a tough one to. Maybe you'd try and get some hands on him down the field there. I don't know, but maybe that's number 4's job to reroute. He does let.
He does try.
Wow.
I don't know. From an athlete.
It's good athleticism. Absolutely. What
Yeah,
exactly his thought process here on the coverage was and where he was choosing to position himself is a little tough to judge. Like, I guess he has help over the top with 13, although
Yeah.
dubious help possibly. And he definitely has help inside, right?
Yeah, I mean, he does let Neighbors cross his face here, so maybe he
Mhm.
could have been a little bit. I mean, he gets his hips around pretty well and closes, but
It's like if
maybe he
you're
could have positioned himself a little bit better to cut this route off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably what I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking because if he were lined up at outside corner, you'll see the outside corners are kind of doing the same technique where they're facing inside, they're giving up
Mhm.
that inside right away. But if someone were to cross their face outside, they would just run out of bounds. I think because he's lined up in the slot here, you can still line up outside, kind of that 6x2, 7x1, but I think you have to stay square in your retreat. And I think his decision to open his hips here is what
I think it's
costs
fine
him.
to get into a half turn. You're just trying to corral him a certain, direction. Saban talks about the half turn. Like
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
watched clinics of him
Okay.
talking about like you want to be in a half
Mhm.
turn as opposed to a back pedal. So the fact that
I
he's in a half
guess.
turn is coaching things. And honestly, this isn't bad coverage. Like this is more, I think, good than bad with I see it from this angle and it's like, yeah, if you did that with perfect timing, you could probably hit neighbors. But man, if it's
That's
far
true.
behind him to any degree, like Arnold is kind of in his hip pocket a little bit. So it would be pretty nitpicky, I think. I mean, you could say it,
Yeah.
but damn, that's a pretty nice route and it's not targeted and like I don't know. I think it's fine.
Yeah. It's a good job passing that off.
The short motion, try to get confused on like who 1 and 2 is, like who is each other's assignments.
If there's
Yeah, they do pass it
any
off well.
sort of good trend, it's Bama DBs. They're usually smart and coachable.
He does look very springy when he like puts his foot in the ground and like changes direction. He seems to gain speed out of from doing that. Like even in this little action here, he's pretty springy. Gets his hips around again.
Mm-hmm.
Then the time comes to pursue, and it doesn't really mean much for him. 4th down. Nice.
Yeah. It was 4th and like 1. 13 gave up the touchdown earlier, but made the stop there.
Another run play.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Here he comes.
Good job avoiding a hit.
Yeah. I think this may have
This
been the
is-
exact play that...
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah.
In Madden, this play would have been a touchdown. Corners do not get back on their...
Yeah, you could cut back one more time in Madden here.
He averaged 2 steals a game in high school. So he might have some dog in him. I mean, being a 2-sport athlete's good, man.
It is.
Especially being like a point guard to corner or any sort of guard to corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think this
Just
I
the
think
sort
the
of
skill
shiftiness and
translates.
the...
Yeah, I think that translates.
I think it's the... I mean, I have no idea what type of basketball player he was in high school. Who knows?
I'm trying to figure out what the coverage is here. On one side, it looks like you've got like a cover 2 type thing going on. I don't even...
I was thinking invert cover 2 until the safety followed.
Yeah, it's not invert cover 2. I guess right here it's kind of cover 2. You get 2 guys high and
but he's about to come down. That safety's about
Yeah.
to come down.
That's what
Yeah, he
confuses
is.
me.
and then Arnold gets depth. I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
interesting the way they handled those routes in a zone that looks like cover 2, but they just didn't distribute this the way I think I would have. Maybe
it
they
worked.
do. I get,
Except
Yeah,
they
they
let
pass it
Jaden
off well.
Daniels run for 20 yards.
yeah.
It's always tough.
I mean, that's what's so annoying about him. Like, it's down the field. Like, you turn your back on him, and then it's like, God, what the
32
Yeah.
just did not have any hope of this much open field versus Jaden Daniels. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least he kept him towards the
Yeah.
sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an awful pursuit. It was just like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean it's good route distribution from Arnold. It's just that's
Yeah.
kind of the quarterback got loose.
Apparently, he also ran track, so 3-sport athlete. Rocks.
Probably did it at a much bigger high school than Cooper DeJean, I'd have to imagine. Ooh, this was a sick throw and catch. But man,
Yeah.
closes on the. I feel like only one of these guys should have closed on that comeback. But anyway. And then one should have helped out on that big post. But
LSU likes to rerun a lot of plays because we saw almost this exact same thing earlier. I feel like, but I think they hit the drag
and then
last time.
he tries to go upfield. Arnold is
Good for Arnold. Good for Arnold for staying with him, but this is straight up tank controls on turning back upfield, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
straight up what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I don't blame Arnold for staying with him.
No.
All right, I don't. Doesn't shock me that he did. I should say.
Yeah, I think he might be on a tight end.
Yeah.
So it's not the hardest guy to keep up with. This was a pretty ridiculous connection. On
Yeah.
Buckeye, Caleb Downs.
Hey,
Well, he
not his
got
fault.
that is his fault.
No.
Luckily, he won't run into any Malik Neighbors on the Big Ten unless they're on his team.
The hating is crazy.
He's gonna get in that half turn and carry that guy upfield.
Yep.
Bit of a I think he does a good job maintaining the spacing, not too hard. I think he's just bailing into quarters. Look on that side, quarter, half. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So good job. Oh. That defensive tackle kind of went beast mode there.
A little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably always going to give up a tiny bit of green grass when you're defending a route like that, but that's about as good as you can expect, I think.
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah,
inside, and
pretty quick
he's
reaction and
in a good spot there. This was the Dallas Turner gets absolutely bullied rep.
it's also the Jaden Daniels gets popped rep.
No. You're telling me charging. Charging.
What's the down and distance on this one, man?
The down and distance?
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 10. So he had to make.
Come
He
on,
just
buddy.
had to make a play.
No player attempts going beast mode more than Jaden Daniels, and you got to respect him
You
for
know
it.
what?
He
You
does.
do have to respect that.
I mean, he just gets. I mean, this is not open either. Like, there's green grass there, but like it's not.
No.
gonna
You
it's-
can.
You can tell it's not gonna like stay open.
And he just lowers his shoulder. He gets
He-
popped.
It's the ball flip.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He's fine. Why does Malik Neighbors jump to catch this? He's got some Garrett Wilson in him for this one. Just
Maybe he's bracing for a hit. I don't know.
from where? I mean, it doesn't matter at all. I don't care. but
And this is the fear that the mighty Caleb Downs strikes in the fear of the hearts of receivers now.
He's missing
Ignore
the
no,
bad
no,
stuff.
no. His influence though is far. The Caleb Downs gravity.
I know he has
far
some
outweighs
crazy plays
whatever.
in this game, though. So
He heard footsteps.
again, pretty nice job. I like the half turn get to quarters because he just gets to hit his little slide shuffle, however
Yeah.
deep the guy goes, and he's pretty athletic, so no one's gonna run by him in that, even if he's in the half turn. Oh. We haven't really seen him get too handsy with any of these receivers. Here he almost does. He's like threatening it, but he'd rather just use his lower body.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a run.
Another run.
And Jaden Daniels is oh, nice job not trying to. He saw Caleb Downs and decided. I mean, he's getting tackled.
No. Business decision. Don't blame him. How much on this one?
No. The old trips, everybody runs a hitch concept. That's
My
one I don't
favorite.
see the most. It's not one I see the most often, but
Yeah,
I
this
guess
is a
if
play they
everybody's
audible
playing
out
off,
of in Madden.
why not try it?
It's that play they call in NCAA 14 Road to Glory, and you just skip it because it's all hitches and you don't even want to deal with it.
That's true. Your playbook will call, like your coach will call, Z spot. Just like a total
wrong with
random
spot,
when it
man?
makes.
What's wrong with
It
spot?
calls it. It'll be like second and 14. We're out there like trying to pick up 4, like we're on the goal line. It's like, let me rip this shit.
Yeah, it'll be press man coverage across the board. We'll be
You're
running
right.
Z
It's right.
spot.
That's true too because you're playing on Heisman, so they always call the best coverage for whatever.
Oh, what is happening here? Someone
messed up here.
Someone messed up. So the linebacker is spying Daniels. I don't know why Arnold, which is understandable. Arnold thinks that the linebacker is going to pick this guy up, but he's spying Daniels. Is he stupid? Yeah, just a miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like, maybe you don't usually spy in that package, but maybe in this game, like, it becomes a spy because Daniels has like 200 rushing yards. They're just not on the same page. What are you doing, man?
buddy.
The fake jam.
Wait, what?
Just like shows the
Da,
hand
da,
for a
da.
second.
Not too much happening here. Man coverage, but the ball is out so fast somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Arnold was never even thinking about that ball getting thrown.
No, he was letting up pretty quick.
There he goes with the
Yeah, he tries to
tries
jab
to jam
and
him. It doesn't really work.
doesn't really.
Probably would have been better off.
We've only seen a few reps of him trying, but I'm starting to be a little bit suspicious of his press abilities. If we've
Is
only
he in
seen it a
frame on
few
the other
times.
angle? No,
No, you
that's
can't.
tough. I was trying to see if
Is he-
like. I can't tell if he's like lunging on that.
I think he lunges just a hair, and then when
Yeah.
this release is just totally like I'm not even squaring up to you whatsoever. I'm just getting out immediately.
Mhm.
It really doesn't connect.
Yep.
Yeah, this doesn't really. I mean, the point of doing this is like disrupt the timing, and I don't think that it does. So it's not really a successful jam. Just extending himself, and then he has to play catch up, and is a little slower because of it. Probably. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't he number 3? Did they get the wrong guy? God damn it.
Oh.
Isn't he number
Right.
3?
Yeah, he's number 3.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, so he
In that
gives
case,
up the information.
even worse. I mean, he's worried about neighbors
Yeah,
running the wheel. So
but,
he's
like,
not trying to close the space at all. He's really worried about neighbors turning upfield.
Well,
trust your athleticism, man. Close on that.
there's some truth to that.
I agree. I mean, it's man coverage. There's no outside help. It's 3rd down and short. It might be worth it to
Gamble a
gamble
little
a
bit,
little
especially
bit
this
more.
close. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I understand, touchdown's a touchdown, but
First downs are also bad.
Yeah, dealing with the motion there. I'd like to see that. I mean, so many times they just go right into the flat off motion on those short yardage situations. But
And they scored on the next play anyway.
give up a touchdown like a man.
I think sometimes defensive players just get to the point where they don't really expect the quarterback to go at them. I really think that whole like Daniel's superpower is that he will, you actually have to tackle him.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
like
most quarterbacks don't
people
do
worry
that.
about like, oh, he's gonna take hits, oh, he's gonna get hurt. I'm like, I think I might.
It's honestly,
do I
he deserved
want him
Heisman for
sliding?
staying healthy the whole season, bro. It's unbelievable.
He did deserve Heisman. I'm not mad at that at all. I thought that was a very deserving win.
I agree.
I mean, they had like the best rushing offense and the best passing offense, so it's pretty tough to
It's all
say.
fun and games until he plays Jim Schwartz and Jimothy says, "Hey man,
Jimothy.
just clean his clock." Or Mike
That's
McDonald.
a 15-yard penalty, buddy.
Yeah, that's gonna be
and
that's gonna be
your
Jim
bounty
Schwartz's-
and your bounty gate reincarnate here, and you're getting suspended. Another.
It's like a movie level game plan. I want you to go and get some hits in on this guy. All right.
We will be watching Remember the Titans.
Oh, what's going on? He really is fast as fuck.
Damn. Arnold caught a stray there.
He did. He took the worst of this.
Yeah, that's kind of tough to read, but
Well, he's got. I
Well,
mean, he's
by the
passing him
time
off,
that-
right? 8 is going
Right.
to a defender. 86 is going to a defender.
Mhm.
Like he's kind of just an extra body, and then he
but
goes
at
to.
this point you're guarding kind of nothing. But it also
Well, what do you want him
Daniels
to
is
guard? You
running.
know,
Right, and Daniels is also on the move. At
no
this
one break.
point.
If someone were to break, I would remember this coverage. I couldn't figure out what it was. Like it doesn't really look like a. You got the lock to man coverage on the top there with the outside release. The safety's coming down. There's only single high. So it's cover 3, I guess. And then he's I don't fucking know. These Saban coverages, man, they're always wonky,
Yeah.
I feel like. Anyway, I don't really blame him for anything that happened here. Just don't think he had a lot of no one really ran into his zone.
It's particularly hard for a cornerback to go beast mode.
It is. Oh,
This is funny, though.
Take a
He
straight.
caught a stray.
But here's the thing: like Daniels gets tackled like that, and he is right back up on his feet.
Maybe the reason he stays healthy is just like it's all mental. It's just like he's just like, oh, I'm gonna take this hit. And I just will be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you think about running backs, and they never slide, right? And a lot of them are able to stay healthy. It's not like,
Yeah, until they're 29.
yeah, I guess, yeah, you're.
Well,
He
I'm
has
just
to win a Super Bowl before he's 29.
look, if that was the difference between him winning a Heisman or not, and him being a first-round pick or not, it's already been worth it. To be real with
yeah,
you,
millions of dollars.
and it probably was, to be 100% honest.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do like how. I think that Arnold is very fast.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I see him
is.
in the open field, like changing directions. He's springy. He's a good athlete.
Yes.
See, like
Jesus Christ, man.
they just expect him to slide. I swear to God, there's so many plays where they just think he's sliding.
That's what I said. Yeah, that was
It's
my
like
big
it's
take
almost
in the-
almost like a fake slide. They're like, okay, well,
Surely he won't keep going.
surely it's like, yeah, he's gonna go out of bounds here. It's like, or he's gonna just go down here. It's like, no,
Who
man.
delivered
And the
that
funniest thing
block?
about Daniels is he just never slows down at all. Like he's just his stamina over the course of the play, like it just is unlimited. And over the course, like he's been doing this all game, and he just has the unlimited stamina perk in Madden, where it's like he's just never slowing down. He'll cut back just the extra time. It's so funny.
Do we like Arnold or Dijon more? I don't know. I think they're both. Arnold's looked pretty good so far through half a game of film.
Yeah. The only thing I would say that Dijon definitely had more was the physicality.
Dijon.
Dijon.
Cooper,
Oh, Dijon.
Dijon. Yeah.
I'm
Not
never
Mustard.
gonna get that, man.
Yeah. We're not talking about Mustard. We're talking about the corner.
I hope Daniels goes to the Raiders, bro. That's just supposed to be, obviously.
The ASU team would move.
It's
mountains.
just
So you gotta.
This is how you beat Patrick Mahomes.
Maybe a step slow. I mean, sometimes you see these guys break and it's like literally perfect match footwork. And here maybe it's like one bit slower to react. He does get around and boom, 1 foot in the ground and he's changed directions. But
Mm-hmm.
there is separation there, and that is his guy. There's also a blitz, so he doesn't have the real inside help, but I mean, he's not playing it terribly, and it's a tough assignment, but I don't know. You could throw that. It is pretty nice boom acceleration, though. He doesn't really seem like a gambler. He seems like almost the opposite of that, where he's like keeping everything in front of him.
Yeah.
And like,
He is the opposite of a gambler.
that's what I mean, through half a game of film, like he seems more like play it off and then let my athleticism carry me.
Well, he gives up another first down here on 3rd and medium.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's really, really worried about Neighbors taking anything over the top, and
Yeah, it's like
he's not letting him get up on his toes at all.
I should watch some corner clinics, but it's like, does he have to backpedal? Like, can he just kind of stick around at the sticks instead of getting pushed back?
Yeah. I would think so. I mean,
because
otherwise, like
you look at what the other guys are doing, they're
Yeah.
not backpedaling quite like that. They're a bit.
no,
getting
not
a
at all.
little bit of
And
depth, but he's really getting back.
Here's what I don't understand: are they expecting the rush to get there in 0.1 seconds? Because otherwise, there's no inside help. I mean, if it's a slant, it's a first down.
Yeah,
like,
I can't say
guaranteed
that I
locked in
that
in
I
this situation,
understand.
right?
It's 3 over 3 on the other side, so it's like there's literally nobody to help him except for the safety who's playing high. Like maybe the safety was supposed to come down, maybe, but
he would have to sprint there from the snap
But
of
that's
the ball
the
to be
safety's
there in
job,
time.
is to make sure that nothing gets beat over top.
yeah, I mean, I'm
That's what the
I don't I
safety's
think
for.
I'm just saying
We can
like,
entertain the
because
idea it was the
he's
safety's
the
fault.
only
It's
guy
not
that
Caleb,
it could
but-
have been. He's the only one that could have been inside help here. I don't know. Maybe that's also like Saban just calling the defense, and maybe they love how he played it, and they just set him up to fail or whatever. But
That was pretty good.
that was
There we
nice.
go.
He's big. Like he's pretty big. It doesn't surprise me that there's kind of like a big physical.
He really breaks on that thing. Like he really
Yeah.
not breaks up, but
Yeah, that screen runs right through that guy. One of the craziest throws and catches.
that's
The
why
deep
college
accuracy
rules are
is
just
legit.
cooler. Oh yeah. No, Daniel's accuracy down the sideline is crazy.
It has always been nuts. He made me think Frank Darby was him as a deep threat.
I mean, that's
Darby
Rodgers right
was
there.
ahead of his time as the Falcons' weapon, not getting enough touches.
He was. They should bring him back when Jaden becomes a Falcon.
So true. That throw is straight Rodgers.
Another example of Arnold just kind of playing it soft, but has the athleticism where it's like if you were to target him, he might be able to close that distance pretty fast, but not really an aggressive guy from what we've seen. Maybe that's why the guy ran such a pitiful double move on him earlier. He was like, this has got to be the worst guy to double move. Just standing up there.
Damn.
Hey. Oh, I know we've seen this film before, but
That's filthy every time.
that's
Damn.
He's just.
Damn.
I would.
and then he's
Yeah,
avoiding.
I would.
And
If
then
I
he
was the
avoid-
Raiders, if I was the Raiders and he fell to me, I'm taking him. Don't care.
bang.
I mean, who is their quarterback right now?
Right. Like,
O'Connell.
Yeah, bro, because they're married to Aiden O'Connell. I don't think it's a bad fit at all, honestly.
I mean,
no, he has that Raider in him. There's just no doubt about it.
he does have that Raider in him.
Al Davis absolutely would take him. Just a good athlete.
Every time that, I mean, it might be a kind of a case of survivor. Like when he does look like he's going to be more aggressive playing man, they tend to run it in these. Like I feel like every time he's been in press or soft press mirroring a release off the line,
Yeah.
it's been a run. So that could also be a conscious choice from LSU to be like, dictating how the corners play potentially. But I'm just using. This is one of the crazy downs plays from that high safety spot. Everybody take notice of the new Buckeye. Boom.
He's gonna be their best player. He's so good.
He
That's a
said
good
that
play.
motion into the flat. He knew what was coming. And the hit is what's really nice on a tight end like
Their
that.
secondary is going to be so good, man. I'm so pumped for it.
Bonk. I know he has another crazy one on Neighbors later. It's a lot like that. So they lock the number one, and then they got like that triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice route combination here because there's really no way for them to win this.
Unless the pressure got home. How many quarterbacks turn their back to the defense like that and then pick up 30 yards?
It's not many, man. I can't believe that I got so cooked yesterday for saying that JJ McCarthy would be an average NFL athlete. It's like you watch the guys from this class, and it's like
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Caleb, May.
That RAS score might come back.
dude, he's gonna have
Yeah,
like a
that's-
9. He's gonna have like a 9.7 RAS score, but it's like so do half the fucking starters.
Well, it's because RAS score is entirely little guy biased.
That is if he even is he going to the combine and running these drills? I guess he would at his
You
pro
should.
day.
If you can get a 9.5 RAS, you absolutely should.
Yeah, if he runs a sub 4.7 or probably sub 4.6.
Yeah.
Anything around 4.6 or better is going to be pretty darn good, and even in the
I don't
mid
understand
4.6s
why
is
he's not
strong.
staying with his tight end here. He there's no one there, and you can see that, right? Oh, he knew he would drop it. Oh, because it's second and super long. Why am I not looking at the down and distance? So again, I think he's still though.
Yeah, I mean, second and
There's
super
no one
long
else to
guy
be
may as
guarding
well
here.
give up 12 yards.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Whatever.
maybe he's worried about someone else getting into the zone that he's supposed to be in, but it's like there's a very
Well,
relevant
this is
threat
what kills me
right in
about
front
this
of
is
you.
that, like, okay, I have to assume that Arnold is not just stupid. He's not just doing that for no reason. But I mean, there's nobody else there. Like, he can see pretty much everybody.
Yeah, I should see that the Tampa player is flipped his hips to run with. Is that probably Neighbors? That's the guy on the top is Neighbors. Which I don't think it is.
Neighbors tripled.
So it's like, yeah, they're gonna put a lot of extra attention on Neighbors. You can see that there's like both other underneath guys
You
have a
can see,
dude
yeah,
to
you can
defend.
see everybody else who's running around except for the guy who Kool-Aid's on, but you're not looking back at that guy, so you certainly aren't trying to guard him.
Yeah, I don't. He points at him, but it's like, who the is he not pointing? But it's like, who is paying attention to you right now? Everybody else is busy.
Points
just knew
always
that-
kill me.
Pointing when you're the one at fault is just funny every time.
It kills every time. Or I love like interceptions or long runs where the offensive lineman or their defensive lineman, whoever, like point towards the end zone.
Go. So, just another example of him just kind of being overly like nonchalant about maybe giving up space.
A lot of y'all don't like that, right? That's not what it was. What was it? I became very nonchalant.
I became very nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
That's what y'all wanted,
I wanted,
right?
right?
For me to not give a fuck. I became very nonchalant. Talk about Kobe White, I beg.
Kobe White. He's been balling.
Keep on begging, man.
He's been balling. He's made the Bulls significantly more watchable, but I really do agree with the premise that, like, if he had stayed bad, maybe they would have blown it up, and that probably would have been better overall. But he's really putting his game together.
I like this is the nice like closing speed and why he's comfortable like playing off is like when he times the like he really is a freaky athlete, I think. Like at the combine, I expect this guy to basically go beast mode. I mean, to go super beast mode because I mean he can give that space. There's the break, boom, 1 foot in the ground, and it's not long before he's he's in the range. And he picks it. Oh my god. Oh.
Damn, I gotta memorize that stupid ass saying. What was it?
I became very nonchalant.
No, not nonchalant. He's a bum. Made a lucky
a lucky shot from above or for a
from
bum.
a bum.
We've seen bums hit shots like that before.
Body catches it, not impressed.
Do you think he's a less physical Trent McDuffie? No, McDuffie is smaller than him by a lot. I feel like he's pretty damn tall and long, like and thick for a corner too. Just looking at him, like
you compared DeJean to McDuffie.
I did compare DeJean to McDuffie, but DeJean also ended up being very tall and long. DeJean's just a beast, man. Like
he is
going vertical on him. There's a little bit there. They don't test him though. Is that Neighbors that he targets? Yeah, why not? Neighbors is really moving here, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Arnold may have just gotten.
He got beat a little bit.
Yeah, he just got beat.
Yeah, they ran that corner. They kind of got behind him, and then the acceleration, and he's not covering it up.
What are the Ollie Gordon thoughts? I only really watched one game of Ollie Gordon, and then it was a Big 12 championship game against Texas, where that was a classic. You know, they can't hang. Oklahoma State couldn't hang. So I don't have strong opinions on him yet, I would say.
Oh,
Ooh. Well, that was aggressive.
that was. Well, it was also
Yeah.
the pointing.
Pointing is happening.
Hey,
He said, "You get down, you get down, you get down." He's like, "Okay, okay." Makes
he's
the
got
play.
long arms. He's top tier.
The guy
point.
pointing.
Yeah. He's quite this is quite the play. I mean, he might make a mistake here. Well, he says, I got him. He's the first to point. And then the other guy says, no, you don't. You got him. And then he says, really? You got him. And then you see that athleticism and the ability to recover after the initial confusion and basically turn this into an unsuccessful play for the offense, even though they messed it up.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh my God. I like even though he messed it up, I still liked it.
Great play by the point man.
When is the Cooper DeJean scouting report dropping? Maybe I'll do it this week. I do like DeJean. I'm gonna put a pretty high grade on him, I think, and everybody will be saying you can't. I'm going to give him a very high grade. I know this.
He's a baller.
Did LSU put their backup in?
Yeah, remember Jaden got absolutely pulverized and
When does he not?
yeah, I guess. Where is he? Okay, so he's in the slot. Interesting. They've kind of been moving him around. I can't really detect the rhyme or reason of why he's lined up in the slot here instead of his typical. I haven't really been paying attention to all that.
It is weird because it's not like he's been following one guy around.
Yeah. Pretty nice job in zone here. You know, he's got that hook.
Mm-hmm.
So first guy breaks out. It's cover 2, so the flat, and then feel the route behind him a little bit. He's feeling it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. I'm going to hit the whole shot decides to try. Is DeJean in contention for best defensive player in the draft for you? I think he's the best I've seen so far. Him or Newton. So, yeah, definitely in contention for that. Another play where, again, like I look at how much he's backpedaling compared to some of the other guys. It feels like he's getting a lot of depth.
Yeah.
It's also a very quick backpedal. Little Mr. Krabs walk for a second there. Jaden Daniels.
Great Daniels impression there. Looking a little Mahomey there.
Neighbors on downs, unfortunately.
Stop.
Wait, was that pointing is happening?
Thinking of that draft day.
This was a successful point, though. This one was very successful.
Point success rate.
This is the downs at that high safety spot. Oh.
He is such a good tackler, man.
Yeah, when he comes down, it's no joke. It's
He
no
like
joke.
dropped into like a sprinter stand. It was like a cartoon character. He was like, bing.
Yeah. It's like the same shit that we saw earlier.
There's a lot of pointing going
9
on.
pointing for the
Yeah, when I tweet out, the next time you see me tweet out average points per game, just know that I'm not talking about the
points per
scoreboard.
game. There you go. Here's a physical rep.
Mm-hmm.
Get hands on. They try to box out, and then again they're very quick. Hit that foot in the ground, and then get right back to it after getting pushed a little bit. It's important to be able to recover in those situations quickly when guys are pushing you around and rakes through the arms and out muscles neighbors. That's about as good as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is a big breaking route. Ooh, that was nice. That's not a bad break. It feels like it's pretty. Maybe it's not the
It's not
greatest.
it's pretty good.
I don't know. He probably would have been better off just turning and try instead of trying to set him up almost. But I mean, that's a good redirect. Right, back pedal, 1 foot, no false steps, just the one redirect in one piece. Boom. Ooh. On neighbors. Those are two very good athletes, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy. On that out, I mean, pretty good redirect, and then he dives to contest. That's why he plays off, is like he can get in there. It's not bad coverage, but a good throw beats it. And then Neighbors
Yeah.
drops it, unfortunately.
Because he's mid.
Yeah, he's been I don't think that's bad coverage though, honestly.
It's not. Can't
Oof,
guard a
terrible.
perfect pass though.
no.
That was a nice
And
throw.
that's the end of the film. Well,
DeJean better, I fear.
he's definitely got a lot of tools. He's very toolsy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really get picked on, it felt like. I mean, he got targeted a few times, but there were some miscommunications sometimes where you're a little frustrated and maybe
Maybe he's a little too passive.
yeah, not really putting the straps on someone as much as he is like trying to trying to break on things from depth. But maybe different games show different things. That's something that I could definitely see not being true in a different game against a different team. So
Yeah. And we're not going
yeah,
against Malik Neighbors.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely think there were some holes in that performance, and his guys had separation, so that's a problem. But I do think the athleticism is very apparent, and I think sometimes on these miscommunications and zone things, it's kind of tough to tell the whole story. So that's Terrion Arnold. Thank you all for joining another film review. We'll be back on Thursday with a podcast episode about how we will rebuild the Northern Conference's divisions.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we got for this. Thank you all for tuning in.
It is.
And we will see you next week.
Catch you on the flip.
Yes.